So recently I had, unbelievably, a fail on a driving test. And I say unbelievably because most of my students do pass first time. And that's not to brag, but we had a fail. And it was a lady that unfortunately got 0 driving faults on her test, none at all, but just one serious fault. Very frustrating, but that's the way it goes sometimes. The examiner was full of praise for her. And just obviously, but he was quite right in that he said what she did was actually one of his biggest pet hates, and it's one of mine. I have done a driving basics video on this. Rather than driving basics now, I'm starting a new series which is pet hates, and it's essentially my pet hates as a driving instructor. What do I hate seeing on the roads that people do? And so the first one is people that emerge at a junction without looking left. And it is common, really common. So many of you do this, it's unbelievable. And the trouble is, most of you that are doing it won't realize that you're doing it until it's too late. Like the poor guy back in June who hit into my vehicle. And he hit into my vehicle because if you look at the footage, he is just simply looking right and he's letting the car roll forward with no awareness of where the car is going. So at all times, you need to be paying attention to where your car is going. If it's going backwards, guess what? You're looking backwards. If it's going forward, that's where you need to be paying the attention. So I remember teaching a lad about a year ago, and his dad pulled me to the side and asked why I was getting him to approach give way junctions in first gear. And I was a bit puzzled by the question. But I'll explain why his dad found that so strange. And I've done this on the driving basics. I'm gonna kind of replicate what his dad probably does at junctions. But I'm gonna have to be safe when I replicate it because like I say, it's one of my pet hates. I won't actually let the car emerge without checking left. So I am gonna check left, but pretend I haven't. And I'm gonna show you why his dad found that strange, and actually why he shouldn't. So as I approach this next give way junction, I'm going left and I'm going to do what the dad would probably do here. And I'm going to leave it in second gear, okay? Now, what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to check left, but he wouldn't. It's clear. Now he would roll out like this, and now the car's already over the give way line and I've started to look where the car's going. It's one of the easiest habits, I think, to get into as a full license holder. And it's one of the most common reasons that we have incidents at junctions. Same again, look at the guy that's rolling out behind me when he crashed into the back of me. There's not a single look forward. It's all just looking to the right. Now, if you do a junction like that for 20 years and you never have a problem, you don't see it as a problem. You don't even realize you're doing it. And then you have something like what this poor guy had and crashes into the back of me. And as he said to me at the time, he goes, oh, yeah, it's just one of those things, isn't it? And it's not one of those things at all. You should not have been paying no attention to where the vehicle is going. You need to, at all times, know where your vehicle is going. That's good on that bloke, isn't it? Nice observation at the roundabout. And again, that's someone just coming in too fast to the roundabout, barely able to respond to me. That's another video we'll do soon. That's another pet hate, but we'll save that for another day. Now, one of the main reasons that actually a lot of junctions I think should be done in first gear is, number one, it's better for your car. Okay, it's not the main reason. The main reason is, of course, safety. But to do a give way properly, depending on it, of course, if you've got a closed junction, which is where you can't see on the approach, if I bring the car to, let's say, 5 miles an hour, I'm going to go a little bit under 5, and I'm in second gear, and I've kept the clutch down. When I get to that speed, I've got to put the gas on, and I've got to gently bring it through the bite. So I've got to hold it at the biting point for longer, and it's worse for my clutch. The car doesn't like it as much. Now, if I do the same thing, but in first gear, and learners find this difficult, obviously full license holders that have been going for a long time won't, same speed, but this time first gear, as I get the bite, I put more gas on, and when I go. And if I'm emerging, I need to go often. But it's also better for my car. It was in the gear that it actually wants to be in at that speed. So that's the first reason, but the most important is safety. every time you emerge, you need to check both ways. It isn't good enough to just check to the right. You will eventually have problems. So the second reason, and this is literally the most important, is safety. You will eventually have a problem like this Fiat emerging from the doctor's surgery in this. There's no check left before they emerge, and I'm coming because of parked cars on that side of the road. Now, before anyone slates my driving and says I was wrong, if you look at my speed, this is a 30-mile-an-hour zone, and my speed is perfectly suited to that situation. I am anticipating some zombie driver coming out of that doctor's surgery without looking left. And when it starts to happen, you can see I'm already drifting back into the left. I already know there's nothing to my left because I've been checking on the approach. So I'm actually anticipating the situation. And because I'm doing the right thing, it's a non-incident. You could literally not write home about that. But how many of you zombie drivers out there would be doing 30, just keeping on the right, not thinking about the fear, and when it emerges without a look, there's your most common collision that you have in the UK. Right, I'm off to the theatre this weekend, can't wait. Love a bit of theatre. If anyone can guess what I'm seeing from this, you will win bonus points. Oh, every afternoon when the clock strikes 4. Who can guess? Who can guess? So I'm going to come around and have another look at the junction where I had the crash with that young man. And I'm again going to just look at why that crash should never happen. It doesn't matter whether someone's in front of me or whether, like now, I'm going to be the lead vehicle at the junction. My observations don't change. The view to the right of this junction is really bad, and that's what probably causes that young man to be staring too much to the right. As you emerge, there is a shop where there's very often a parked car. Now, if I was to try and do this junction in second gear, I reckon I'd probably have a problem. Thank you. So as I approach, I'm down to first. Clutch is down. I can see it's clear left. I'm still checking left as I'm moving forward. And that, if you're not creeping at a junction like you're watching Nadal versus Federer, then you're doing it wrong. Simple as that. You will never have a problem at a junction if you do it like that. First gear keeps you from going too fast. You know the effect of bringing up first gear at higher speed is difficult. So it will make you come in slower. But yeah, pet hate number one. Pet hate number one. They're not going to be in order of like how much I hate them or anything like that. But that is my first pet hate, is people that don't look left as they emerge. I'm sure we all see it on the roads. Let me know if you do. Let me know, have you ever had an incident because of someone doing it, or even doing it yourself? You know, did you learn a hard lesson?